Good afternoon, Bob Trade Genius, 24th of October. Market's just about going into the last half hour, and I just want to throw some charts up for you. We launched the day trading money machine for cryptos, and it's more of a long swing kind of system, long only, and as you can see here, we got our first sell signal on it here that from this long that we've been talking about, 20% plus move. This move here was nearly 100% move, and so this software has high profit factors. You can see high percent gain, and even though there's only 28 trades showing on this back test, this is what we've been using for quite some time. We just finally be able to get it into trading view for everybody. And then, looking at where to re-enter, Phil will speak to that, but just from a technical standpoint, here's the 20, here's a volume ledge, and here's the point of control. So all those are possible, but we're going to go into another fork in mid-November, so any of this selling will be probably short-lived. But if you had this run, you did really well, and you should thank yourself. And you can set some out. If this thing turns back up, we'll get back in long again. He won't keep us out long, and we'll be running it. If we see a big hammer like here, we definitely will jump on it even ahead of the signal. So you can get it at TradeGeniusAcademy.com. It's 50% off. It's called the Trade Genius Crypto Money Machine, and you can then just give us your username, and you'll have access to it for as long as you like to use it. And so, but you have to buy it before the end of October. We're going to put it back on at regular price. People have been very interested in us delivering this, and so here it is. Flipping to the natural gas, I've been long, and even day trading it. I'm only day trading it from the long side, long or out. And in my case, it's long with size, long at nominal size. And we're having a nice run here into the market close after Nat Gas closes. But again, this is a software that we sell. It's called the Day Trading Money Machine. It's also TradeGeniusAcademy.com, and you'll make just trading natural gas today. You would have done quite well, and also we wrote it for oil and we wrote it for gasoline. And when I talk about trading it with oil, we only trade it after noon. Oil gets choppy, as you can see here. So the best trades are when the market opens. From like 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. you're going to get your trades. And this is, you could have traded this, we trade natural gas on the 3-minute, we trade oil on the 5. I trade natural gas today, so I didn't trade oil. But some of our subscribers did, and we're quite happy with the results today. So, and you can just see, and this is this is the move today. Now, very few people would have caught that move because they'd have been sleeping. But usually from 5 to 9, you get some really good moves. And as you can see here, you buy it into support areas, and even if you took all those trades, and here you get chopped up, maybe make $20 or $30. Here you're gonna make $300. Here you're gonna make $500, and you're at Euro close, and you're done for the day, and you would have packed in anywhere between $600 and $900, depending on how much you'd let yourself get chopped around. Oh, sorry about that. And again, this is just really good software, and it's definitely worth getting, and you'll definitely make money from it if you like trading the futures, which I do. And then flipping over to the ETF side is that I know I have FAS up here. This whole move that they're doing, this whole engineering. They're engineering this for the banks. Forget the middle class, forget the economy, forget everything. They're trying to engineer a spread between the short rates and the long duration rates so the banks can make money. And it's going to totally backfire. But, they're pushing the 10-year and the 30-year out right now. and that's going to force money out of the bond markets. It's going to force it into the stock market. You got to remember, Trump and all these people, they're all about optics now. It has nothing to do with helping people. It's really show and tell. And so they're going to see, look, the economy must be getting better because the stock market's getting better. It's really just manipulations, and so you have to bifurcate yourself. Hey, and if you're trading, that's great. You're going to make money, but don't let them fool you on the economy, because it's a zero-sum game, and they're shoving money out of certain areas and into others. Healthcare, rent, now are killing people. Now they're going to raise interest rates on people, and it's just going to destroy real estate. It's going to destroy commercial real estate, and it's definitely going to hurt people that holding gold and silver in the miners. And we jumped on those short today, and I'm going to get to that. But it just bothers me more than anything else that you just see the crooks in action, and they don't even care anymore, and they literally just tell you a story and they just expect you to believe it, but don't. So we have we're holding SWN for natural gas. I'm not going to get into that one. We have UGAS. Okay, I have both, but for people that trade futures, I want to give people an opportunity. I see a 20% move coming in the natural gas prices, and so we're looking here for UGAS to really fly. Last time I did it was 2.5 times the move here. So if you're at 10, you're looking at potential 45, 50 for the move. So it's definitely worth it. It's not going to zero. And so if you're in it at 1084, I would just set my stop here. That would tell me that the trade was busted, and then let this thing rumble for you. The other thing that we did was we shorted Nugget, and the reason I shorted Nugget was, I'll get to Nugget in a second, is that I had a trend change on gold, and it caught my attention, and then I had another trend change. See if it's going to pop up for me. It didn't. Popped up earlier on SRS, and so yeah, it's just at the edge here, so it's been flipping back and forth. Is that it was telling me that money's coming out of real estate, money's coming out of bonds, money's coming out of metals and miners. So I just went ahead and jumped on the trade. Banks hate metals and miners. We're going into Tuesday night, which is typically a night where they're going to set the stage for the next week, and I think there'll probably be a really good hard push to sell off the metals and miners, as they paint the picture, if you will. So just keep that in mind. Let's look at the volume buzz here. This is going into the close here now, so I'll show you one more trade we have on too that's doing quite well. Yeah, so we got out of our WPM, and which was a nice trade. We moved it from the mid-19s to the mid-20s. And then XBI, we bought puts on this last week. It's already down 7%. I think there's some support here. I have a spread on right now, but I've taken already half the cost out of the trade, and I have still to November to profit from this. And so I doubt this will just collapse. We'll get some bounces to allow me to profit on the short legs, and then just keep working this thing down. I think it works its way down to about 80 here. That's my plan. And so it's going to be an interesting, I think it's going to be an interesting week. We also bought UVXY puts, and I did it whenever you get a couple day bounce like this, usually pays you. And so I have it till next Friday. If we push it up a little bit more tomorrow, I always can sell some puts to cut the cost in half, or I can also double up on the trade depending on why I feel that way. But I think it's contract roll for volatility that's causing some of the discomfort right now, and I think going into next week it's going to roll right back over into month end. So Bob from Trade Genius, and we'll be popping up more trades at you tomorrow, and just keep on trading. I think the next 60 to 90 days are going to be extremely interesting, and it's going to be, I think, extremely profitable. Have a great night. Bye bye.